October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Once again, guys, and welcome back to another part of Phoenix Wright. We're back. We got some new stuff, some new info, and I guess we're back to the trial, the court. And this is the 5th video I'm recording today. Man, I've been spending like over 2 hours on this. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? The album! You got the album! There must be some clues into that! We have to find something. Phoenix, today! It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Can I look in the photo album? Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if he'll be that producer. The prosecution called for Mr. Salmonella to the stand, or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm kind of like thinking like what voices you get, like a nerdy voice. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai. Noob Raffle. Salmonella. I'm the director, television. Where were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well, please testify to the court about the events of the day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. With this testimony, the day of the murder. I was at the studios around 9 in the morning. During that morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. Alright, let's just press for everything. The time for Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in the meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination! Alright, let's see. I was at the studios from around 9 in the morning. Press! Is that when you always come in to work? Oh, no, I come in all sort of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about that freaks in your industry. Still... What? I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting in there watching the whole thing, lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you just already heard about it. I'm pretty sure you already heard of it. You can't speak lead. It only works in text. Well, Will Powers twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, that's the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch, Ralphs. Ruffles? Rolling the floor, starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak! The assistant cooked up some. Come to think of it, there was a plate off with some T-bones on the employee area. Everyone else meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting with the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Why was there empty plates then? So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah, and the plates were empty. So someone ate lunch. It's a little vague. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manila, just now you said steak, at least. So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to starve off starvation. I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. Wait, I had a meeting Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. But there was food there! We saw plates! We were in the meeting until 4 p.m. What were you discussing? A Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this! The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those clips of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Yeah, not a one, Sweats. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it. Phoenix, if his alibi holds, ours is finished. Press him as hard as you can find out where he's lying. Right. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. This one. There was empty plate, so it might be contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd, not that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you want, Sweats? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates that the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Yeah, good call. I was embarrassed, so I did mention it. But I did eat, after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. You just said you didn't have one! I, wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. I think it's here. This one, I think. You didn't take a single break? Yeah, not a one. Wait a second. Maybe I have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, Raffle. Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job! If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call in the witness to testify to court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Herc! Uh-oh, Edgeworth's laughing. What this testimony? The break. Alright, what do you have? Yeah, we took a break raffle, but it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me, Steves. But where were the bones? There were no bones! You just threw it away, didn't you? I bet they threw it in the incinerator. I don't think that would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination! Yeah. What does that even mean? FWIW. Forward if what? I don't know. We took a break raffle, but it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Leave enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through these meals pretty fast. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food, lol. Well, Phoenix, that sesame was too short to bring that kind of useful information. Oh, great. Is that all? What does that mean? Can I press on that? What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? Who would time the murder? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Tamara, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. No, they can't! Because this thing fell down. This one fell down to 15. They couldn't have gone there. And they took it back 2:30. That's impossible. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Divas. Sorry, D. Vasquez. Quest plate. D. Vasquez. Producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not one. Lol. Why is that? Objection! And we had enough of this pointless line of questioning. Your Honor, the testimony is to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in that trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something's wrong, Mr. Wright? Seriously, you aren't suggesting one of those people in this trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright. Phoenix, this is critical! Get the bones of the plate! Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from this trailer went to Studio 1? But the... can I save here? Okay. Okay, so let's check out the code records, right? So he says he took it like 2:30. Exact time of time of death, right? But that can't be right, because this photo here is 2 p.m. Oh, but there's also the thing, like, they have to compass the camera, right? But then only 2 pictures. This is troublesome. Oh, but this one is like for sure. I can't present this. Blocked the path to the scene of a crime at 2:15. So this, it can't, if he speaks true that he had the break at 2:30, then it was impossible to get through. Ooh. Yeah, just let's try it. If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I got the judge thinking now. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Yeah, he's trying to prove the problem that I know. Never a dull moment, you, Mr. Wright. What's your problem, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. Court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studio was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. What? You're right! Yeah, I knew it, but I'm gonna see if I can, like... True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there at the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey head barked away. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? And I'm afraid you lose this round. Shit! What if I said something else? Can I go do this? I'm cheating a bit. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. It's impossible, because I know this. Like, you saw me, like, just rewind, like, I already argued this. So it's impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in that trailer to go to the studio in that time. Haha. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edward? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path there to the scene of the crime was blocked. Yeah, he's saying the same thing. Blah blah blah, ergo. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edward has a point. And somehow I don't feel decided. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we have indeed had decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Ashworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Oh no, the boy? Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Just like that Disney cartoon. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. Guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? I kinda seem like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm the murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and... be yourself. Be strong. You're the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks.
Sniff! Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
Alright, I still have the sleep drug thing. Which can prove that Mr. Powers was asleep. The court is... well... nah. The court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As a witness is a great school of tender years, and this is a murder case.
Beware that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edgewood taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you can arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Oh, still holding the camera?
Will the witness state his name and grade in school?
Witness?
What? Just cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness?
Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you that you and Grants with that beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth is fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen, please.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it.
What about the sword in his back?
Isn't that considered a weapon? Well, it's a toy sword, but still. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bark in turns with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record.
Cody's camera added to oh, I'm gonna ask, like, he never misses, like, a death blow, right? So I'm kind of hoping he took a picture that day. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw that day, the day of the incident.
With this testimony,
I wanted to see Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, and so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. But you did. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
So he didn't. Huh. Okay. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. So that took 30 minutes for him, huh? I'm gonna ask what time it was.
cross-examination.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods real fast. Cash was going to the studio. You got lost in the woods. Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I really when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out the studio, there was the Steel Samurai.
Wait, should we just question him from the beginning? I don't think I can question this. There's nothing to question here.
Found a map on the internet.
Was that day the first time you've been to the studio?
Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that securities lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in the valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow.
Wait, if that's true, how did the camera then... Oh... Then the first picture is not the kid, is it?
I was going to the studio.
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey?
Yeah, I saw him.
But his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio. If he saw the murder at 2:30, right? Then the monkey thing wasn't down by that time. I got kind of lost on the way there for about 30 minutes. Wait. The time is wrong! Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Blue studio doors.
Came out to do it. There was the Steel Samurai.
The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. Then, what then?
It totally rocked. Came out the bad guy.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy? Wait, then it wasn't Jackhammer then. He was like buff. He wasn't skinny. Who could have been skinny?
I don't know. It was kind of far away.
Huh, it's being awfully vague.
Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
Like how? What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he really kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like, he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for that shot, I tell you.
If you had your camera,
you mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once.
Alright. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do! I tape every show, and I go to the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course! Duh! My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. Can I present this? Can I present this? Because there's something wrong with this.
Ah, come on!
I'm going for the studio. Can I do this?
Ah, come on!
Also, this is where a part where I like cut the middle of this video. It's very long. So hope to see the next part. I'm gonna leave you guys with a high five.